Yeah, it's alright, don't need to stare, mate. You've not seen a bike before. You've not seen a bike before with a pole sticking out and a camera on top. Huh? Behave. Guys, welcome along to something a little bit different today. If you follow me on Twitter, get out of it, you. If you follow me on Twitter, and if you don't, why the hell not? I posted up about 3 months ago now. Oh God, a bit of information about sale video system products and camera mounts and all that jazz. So I've basically got 2 mounts from them. I've got this third person mount, which is what you're seeing out of the steamy window here, and I've got the helicopter mount, which I've sort of shown a little bit, but every time I've come to use it there's been some issue and I've had to give up on it because for whatever reason. There's nothing wrong with it, and that'll be the next video. We'll have the helicopter mount in. I thought this morning I'll come out and show you quickly that the third person mount. I thought this will be great for doing garage videos, which I did use when I did my how to adjust your valves. That uses this mount, and I thought, well, let's try it on the bike. Let's see what sort of results we get using that on the bike. I know you will get funny looks when that's sticking out like that. I thought what I'd tell people is it's Google Street View. You know, they're cutting down Google Street View and now doing it on motorcycles to save a bit of cost. So if anyone asks me what's going on, I'll say, oh, Google Street View, yeah, have you heard of it? That's my plan anyway. I mean, what else can you say? Guys, if you can think of a better excuse for having that strapped to your back than Google Street View, please let me know in the comments. Because I can't think of anything. I really can't. How's the steamage? Oh, it's getting worse. It's going to mean pulling over and faffing. So shuffing and annoying, it freaking drives me mad, it does it freaking... Oh, love, yeah, Google Street View, yeah? Google Street View, don't get excited. It's hard to do on your own, this. You have to be double jointed or triple jointed. Little thing down at the back, and then you go, in theory. Then you open it up, you beat your camera to death. Look at that steamage. Cheap camera. Oh, come here. It's like the bloody Krypton factor. If I just do that, will that do the job? How's that? And that goes like that. We steamed up by the time we got this back together again. No. Like that, is it? Oh, will you? That's it. That's it. Can you see now? Are you de-steamed now? Can we try again now? Is this camera still working now? I've digressed slightly, but this is the third person camera mount for Sale Video Systems. I'll put up a link in the description as usual. They've actually I've just been blown away this morning. This is the main reason I wasn't even going to come out today. The weather was so shit, and I thought I can't be bothered. Sat on the old lavatorium with my iPad, as you do, and watched a few videos, and I saw Sale Video Systems on their channel. They had this 3D video thing, and I'm like, what the hell is that? Started watching it. It's just a camera pointed at the floor, and I'm like, I don't get it. What's 3D about this? I don't understand. I touched the screen, and you can move the whole screen around by touching it and look all around 360 degrees and decide where you want to look while the video's playing. I was like absolutely blown away. I don't know how it works. I've just seen it this morning. It must be like 3 cameras pointing out from each other, like recording the whole 360 degree view, and then YouTube must let you manipulate that image, you know, so you can basically look around and stuff. I was blown away. I thought, how cool is that? How cool would that be now if you just took on the screen and look around, like see one wall behind me, or like the off-road stuff. Not that I'm not doing that anymore, but the off-road stuff and that. Oh, how cool! How cool! So that reminded me, I better get out and show off my mounts. And here's the third person one. I'll put a link to which one it was. But I mean, you can use this for a variety of things. It's completely adjustable. It goes up and down. I can put it like that, so it's pointing out down here. I can have it move it all round, so it's sticking out the front here. I'm not going to play with it too much because I can't be bothered this morning. I thought, how cool will wheelies be? So we try one, see if I can do a wheelie. You're a dick. You're a dick and you can't wheelie, mate. Oh, that's from behind me now. We'll try again in a minute. You're going to have to put up with a bit of steamage, I'm afraid. I can't stop and faff again. My reserves of faff for this trip have been depleted. I have no more faff to spare, so you're going to have to part with it. Hopefully it'll clear a bit in a minute. Watch out. Stop looking at that, look at the road, yeah? Yeah, duck down, let's try ducking down, man. Oh yeah, yeah! Hey! When you can hang off the bike with this, you know, you get some real dynamic shots of you hanging off the bike. Oh yeah, hanging off the bike, hanging off the bike. One more one out of petrol the other day because he didn't take his bike off reserve and after filling up. He had to push it home, push it to the garage for a couple of miles. It's called doing a womble now when you leave your fuel on reserve. It's also called doing a womble when you fall off as well. All those things are referred to as doing a womble. It's also called doing a womble when you lose all your tools at the back of your bike and they go all over down the road as well. That's also called doing a womble. Actually, also when you just get pledge all over your back tyre on the way to Europe, it's also called doing a womble. That's also doing a womble. So yeah, if you refer me to as doing a womble, it could be any or all of the above. I've never had a problem if I have to get off my bike to get petrol. I've never heard of such nonsense, Spicy. Tell them to shove it and go somewhere else. Actually, I better check I've actually got my wallet. That could be even more embarrassing. Not only do I look a penis, I cannot pay for my fuel. Shall we? Nah. What's red? Hello, mate. Number one. Yeah. So it's cut bucks on Google Street View. That's what this is about. Do you scan at the top there? Thought it was. Sandwich. Egg mayo. And cheese. Let's go for a little shop while we're here. It's Christmas, of course. We've got to think of Christmas presents. The Death Star bauble. I'm having it. I'm having it. What's your head, love? What's your head? I'll take you out. Those who said I was an attention whore, I don't know what you're talking about. Don't normally give motovloggers much of a shout out like the people starting out. It's difficult, isn't it? I don't get a lot of time to watch everybody's videos either. But one person which I must give a shout out to, who gave me an amazing big up on his channel. He's only just started out. I think he's got below 100 subs now still, but he's really funny. He's very natural, and that is Faceless Rebel. Faceless Rebel, you sir are hilarious and a gent, so I'll put a link to his channel. He's a funny guy, naturally funny guy, which I think makes the best motovloggers, obviously. So yeah, Faceless Rebel, have a look at him. And Mrs. Rebel as well. She's not faceless though, she does actually have a face, Mrs. Rebel. Oh, it's steaming up again. I hate womble. What rubbish have you bought me? What rubbish have you provided me? Oh, also what's referred to as doing a womble is when you lend someone your camera on a track day and they drop it off their bike at 150 mile an hour and they smash the camera case to pieces, and then they buy you a $5.99 steamy case from eBay. Only joking, mate. It's absolutely fine. I'm only pulling your leg. I'm only pulling your leg. Did you look for the extra steamy ones in the description? Did they have any extra steamy GoPro camera cases? I know. The chops are like one of them. Look at it out here, man. It's a beautiful place. England. The rolling hills of thy country. England. Nice when it's sunny. There's the bike. We can do a cool little walk around and pointing it. That's the exhaust. Look at the exhaust, man. Look, it's hanging right out. Can you see that there? It's hanging right out. So yeah, we've got a new tail on the bike. New tail, new more modern tail. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. There's a more modern tail. LED lights on the back now. New levers. Couldn't get the guards I bought didn't fit, so no guards at the moment. What else can I tell you about at the moment? We've got well, I changed the coolant hoses. We've got orange coolant hoses now. We've got Evans coolant in it. I did the valve clearances. There's a video out there about that. New coolant, do oil change. So it's had a bit of money thrown at it, just because, you know. Just because. Right, you're steamed up again, aren't you? God's sake, you're so annoying. Oh, it's like coming out with a baby. You're wiping its bottom constantly. Someone's looking at me out the pub window. Yes, this is what people do on bikes nowadays, you know. This is what the new motorcycling world is like. The hard, hairy-ass biker before is now gone. Now you got pansy-ass knobheads bikers. Morning.